Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. All right, before I get started, I just want to say sorry for not posting a video on Saturday. You guys always know I post videos on Saturdays, but I have been down and out for the last couple of days and I'm still not feeling the greatest. I'm not sick. I had to have a little procedure done where I required 5 stitches, and it's like up here, right just below my neck bone, collarbone. And can I tell you, I feel so gross and nauseated, and I just don't feel good. When it comes to, I'm a very tough, strong person, you know, whatever, but when it comes to blood, being hurt or feeling pain, I am the absolute biggest wuss imaginable. I kid you not. I cannot deal with it. I have a very, very low tolerance for pain. And this is super painful. And the worst part of it is the doctor had put like a really big waterproof Band-Aid over the stitches to be kept on for 24 hours. And would you believe that I had a reaction to that flipping Band-Aid and it burned all my skin. It burned me where I had, my skin was raw. I have blisters. Like, it is so freaking painful. And so I have been just nauseated, woozy, lightheaded. Like, I mean, it's just... I can't deal with it. And then like I have poor Anthony, he's such a trooper. He's such a sweetheart. He comes over, he takes care of it, changes the bandages, puts polysporin, makes sure it's clean, it doesn't get infected and whatnot. But it's just like, I can't deal with it. I'm such a wuss when it comes to any of that. But here I am. I'm going to do this painting for you guys. And then I'm going to go sit my butt on the couch and lay down because I'm not sleeping at night. It's painful. No matter what I do, I'm worried I'm gonna rip the stitches open. It's just horrendous. So anywho, if you don't see me in the next couple of days again, you'll know why. That being said, just a quick reminder. I'm gonna really quickly remind you, I will be in San Diego, California in March 1st and March 2nd with Lee and Jeremy from Massey Art Studio. If you wanna come and learn with us, you can email us at fluidartwithfriends@gmail.com for all the information. So I will be West Coast in March. Then I will be heading to Asheville, North Carolina for the Fluid Art Experience. That is happening May 23rd to the 25th. And I will be there with Lee and Jeremy from Massey Art Studios, Kathleen from Cause Creations, Tara, Pieces of Tara, Sarah Taylor, and Jessica Winchestrom, and then Nate Bright and Britta Clayton will also be there. There's going to be a bunch of us there. If you want information to join us in Asheville, North Carolina, you can go to www.fluidartexperience.com. So there's those 2 events, and then I have hinted to you guys already in a few videos that I will be heading to Florida in July. Quite a few of you have now guessed correctly as to who I am doing this workshop with. I will still keep that secret, but I will reveal one more detail to you guys. So far, you know, I will be there in July. I will be in Florida, and I will be in Fort Myers. Okay, that is where the classes are happening, in Fort Myers. So put your brains together and think about who is in that neck of the woods that I will be doing classes with. So more details on that to come, but stay tuned for that. So San Diego, West Coast, Asheville, North Carolina, and Florida. You have 3 places to come and see me if you'd like to come and learn from me. And all that information will be in the description below, except for the Florida info. That'll come out in about a week or so, okay? Now, dried results. Dried results of my blue piece for my client, for his wife. It dried perfectly well. Super duper happy with that. Of course, it is still going to get a top coat of crystal resin. So that'll make the colors pop even more. So that is the dried results. Look how pretty that is. The blues just pop on the black. And then once the resin goes on, it's going to be fantastic. Now, speaking of resin, Crystal Resin is coming out with a new product. So stay tuned in February. There is going to be a big promotion and sale featuring a new product that they are coming out with. So stay tuned for that. And then the last thing I want to do before I get started is I want your opinions. So I was kind of messing around the other day with something, and I kind of really like it. And it's something I've done before, but this is on a much smaller scale. And I'm thinking of teaching this. I'm thinking of teaching this in Florida. So here's what I did. It's a mini version of my little paint panel brush swipes. So I just did a nice cream base with some turquoises. I was just playing around with this because I did use much smaller brushes. Typically I use a 3 or 4 inch brush. This was done using a 1 and a 2 inch brush. And I think it's super cute. Like, how adorable is this? So I'd like your opinions, honestly, guys and gals. Even if you can't come to Florida or, you know, can't do a class, would this be interesting, or would you be interested? I can't think. Like, I feel so gross right now. If I pass out on the table, I'll leave it in and not edit it out just for giggles. But I would like to know, would this be something you guys would be interested in learning in person? Because I'm going to admit, it may look simple. Oh, you just take a brush and you just make some strokes or whatever, but it's not that easy, believe it or not. It's quite difficult. And I'm thinking about teaching this to students in Florida. So would you think that is a good idea? Let me know in the comments below. But how pretty is that on the cream base? I'm thinking of doing one in purples now because I just think it's so pretty. But yeah, let me know what you think. Okay. All right. This is a 20 by 20 inch canvas. It's a used canvas. That's why it's already painted black. I had done another painting and then my studio light fell into it, ruined the painting. It was a commission. Scraped it off and then put the canvas aside to let it dry. It's been drying and set aside for like over a month now. And I figured, you know what, time to use up the canvas. So what I wanted to do is I actually just painted it black. Actually, no, it's dry. I was gonna say it's still wet, but no, she's dry. I literally just painted it like half hour ago. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing an interesting blowout with some neon pinks here. And I kind of want to fill up the whole canvas. You know, you guys see me do the wispies or the U shape. My goal with this one today is to basically cover almost the entire canvas and leave very little negative black space. I think I want to try that today. So my base paint is going to be, oh, I shouldn't be lifting. I was also told not to lift anything remotely, like not even close to anything, basically, so that I don't rip my stitches open. Like, how gross does that sound? Anywho, Oxide Black by Amsterdam. That is what I'm using as the base. That is what I actually painted the base with as well. So my colors are Reflex Rose by Amsterdam. Then I have Pearl Royal Purple by Arteza. Then I've got Luminous Violet by Holbein, followed by 24 Karat Gold by DecoArt. Then we have Iridescent Violet Blue by Pebeo. And then topping it off, we've got Luminous Rose by Holbein. And let's see here. Grab my hair dryer, plug it in because I forgot. There we go. Using the Flower Hair Dryer by Drew Barrymore. My go-to hair dryer. I will never stray from this hair dryer. I love it. You remember the Conair hair dryer I used to use way back in the day? Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to come out ever again. Okay, so those are the colors. I am going to flood my canvas and I will be right back. Okay, canvas is flooded. Let's get started. And I'll be quite honest with you, I have no idea, nor have I thought this through about what my composition or like how I'm gonna put my lines down. So I've done it once before where I did that dragon. Do you remember? If you're longtime viewers, you would have remembered I did like a fiery square, and in the center, because it was so blank and empty, I ended up doing a golden dragon with my Cricut machine. The good old Cricut that I never use, that I spent so much money on. One day I'll use it. But yeah, so I'm thinking, what if I do a square and then kind of blow into it as well, into the center, so that there's not a big negative space in the center? I don't know. Let's just start with the square and kind of go from there. Then I'll just kind of figure it out as I go. Right? Woo! That is bright. That is some hot pink. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Let me do, I don't know if I should do like a wispy. Well, if I add a lot of paint, if I put a lot of paint, there should be plenty of paint to blow this paint in every which direction that I need to. So I'm going to load it up. I'm going to load it up, except for Holbein colors. Don't forget, Holbein tends to take over. So be careful with that, as well as the 24 karat gold, right? So this is Holbein, so I'm not squeezing as hard with this one. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of going with the flow. All right, here's my 24K. So it's the end of January already. Can you believe that? In 31 days, I'm flying out to San Diego, California. I can't wait. I've never been there. I'm excited to do the classes. I'm excited that Anthony's coming with me. So for those of you who will be there, you'll get to meet Anthony. He's super excited because he's very excited to see what my art life is like, and what a workshop entails and how it works and all that. And he's really excited to be a part of that and come and help out and see all of that. But also just to stay a few extra days after the event. We're going to go do some whale watching and I don't know what other stuff. He wants to go to the USS Marine thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but he wants to go see that. But if you're in San Diego and you have any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. Let me know where to go, what to do, that kind of stuff. We will have a car, so we'll be able to drive to wherever. So yeah, let me know if you live in the San Diego area. I'd love to hear any recommendations. Okay, so that looks so interesting. So I'm gonna blow into the center. I'm gonna try and blow a lot of it into the center because again, I want to cover this as much as possible. So even after I'm done like the initial blowing, I'm probably gonna keep going and kind of mess with it. So bear with me and let's see what happens. I'm loving this. This is so cool. This is so different from what I normally do, and I love it. This is really neat. So I'm all about matchy-matchy, but I think I'm not going to care about it this time because these corners are covered. This one's not. This one's not. I've got 2 black inlets in here. Don't really have that happening here. But I don't care because I just think it looks so unique. I got a little white fluffster there and here. I'm loving this. Holy smokes. And the colors just pop. This is insane. I'm not gonna touch anything on this. I'm going to just, aside from fixing the edges, this is gonna stay as is, and I am thrilled. I love it. Oh my goodness. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. You guys all know when I talk about doing blowouts, you start somewhere in the center and work your way out just to push off really excess amounts of paint. And I kind of blew inward. So let's see here. How much? That's not bad, actually. I was gonna say, I wonder how much paint is in the center, pooled in the center, but it's actually not bad. But I do have a feeling, as I'm talking to you guys and cleaning my spatula, as I have a feeling, as this is sitting here drying, this will kind of get distorted. And it kind of already is, now that I'm looking at it. I feel like it's changed in the 5 minutes I've been talking to you guys. But I don't care because the whole point was to have very minimal black negative space. So if this stuff starts closing in, I am totally okay with that because that was my whole point of this. So yeah, I think it's because there's a lot of black pooled in the center. So I have a feeling this here is going to change a little bit as it's drying. But I am totally okay with that. This is so cool. Okay, I'm going to touch up my edges with my black paint and then I'm gonna bring you guys in for a close-up. Be right back. All right, everybody, look how, okay, I'm like absolutely loving this piece so bad. Before I get to the close-up, let me just, before I forget, take your stick and you want to scrape the drips, all 4 sides. Oops, I apologize. My table plastic covering is just so filthy. I need to put a clean one on, but yeah. I'm loving this and I'm loving how there's like very little negative black here. I'm really loving the way this turned out. I'm loving this pop of just hot pink and the little dabs of purple in here. And then there's that Iridescent Violet by Pebeo, which when dry is gonna be so amazingly cool on this piece. I'm gonna do more of these. I'm really liking this whole cover the canvas thing. I'm really liking it. And there's gonna be some serious shimmer on this when it dries. So let me turn the lights off and let's see what it looks like with the flash and shimmer. All right, so the flash is on and this is ridiculous. Look at this. It is going to be so amazing when I can't wait till this dries. This is gonna look so great. And then when it gets a top coat of resin, it is really gonna pop. I am loving this. Look at that. You gotta love the 24K too. 24K. And then there's the purple by Arteza, but then again, the Iridescent Violet by Pebeo. This is gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I love this. And there you have it, my friends. I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like I said, I really feel like this is all moving and changing as its time is elapsing here, but I don't care. I'm liking it. I'm really loving it. It's kind of like a valley, like a river. It's so weird. Like if this was blue, this would remind me of like, what's it called? Like looking down above like the earth. Oh, look, my nails match. But anyways, it would look kind of like that. But I'm loving these colors on the black. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. As I mentioned, it is a 20 by 20. It is available for purchase once it's dry and gets a top coat of resin. It'll be available. If you are interested in this piece, snag it up before somebody else does. You can email me at kanellaciraco@gmail.com if you want to purchase this piece. Again, information for San Diego and Asheville are in the description below. Come and see us. It's going to be a great time. I cannot wait. And that is it. I'm going to go park my butt on the couch and do nothing because I'm in a little bit of pain. So time for me to go rest. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.